Hi, hello, welcome back to Your Dread Delight, and it's been a while, as always, since I actually played this. So, yeah, what I vaguely remember from what happened last time was that we went to a party, and then we made out with, Leslie? Well, that was about it. So let's see what happens from here. And I would imagine I may or may not be close to the end of their route, but, I mean, might be well. I stumbled into the office bright and early, letting out a long yawn. I've pulled an all-nighter like that since my college days. Now I understand why. Because of the hangover, I would imagine. Slumping into my chair, I glug down my coffee and try to slap myself awake. Oh my god. Whatever. We'll pretend I did it. Got work to do today, so hopefully Leslie isn't too late. Or, you know, passes the fuck out again. Dropped him off around 4 a.m. at his apartment, but he managed to get more sleep than I did. You know, maybe I should go bring the whole coffee pot in here. Maybe. You know, maybe I should just go bring the whole... I'm tired. I also just woke up. Got a feeling I'm gonna need it. I rise unsteadily back to my feet, wandering back to the door in a haze. Just as I reach for the handle... Leslie! Good morning. Oh, do you really have to scream in my ears for sting, Richter? I'm happy to see you too, but really. Leslie pinches his ear with a grimace, frowning playfully at me. Oh, you look terrible. Sit down, I brought some donuts, and I'll fix you up right quick. I let Leslie steer me back to my chair, and he stuffs a donut into my mouth. Okay. It's good, but I trade all the donuts in the world for a few hours of sleep. Don't we all just want that? We sit in unusual silence for a little while, munching on our breakfast and sipping coffee. Normally, we'd be chatting about various things right now, but I can't bring myself to look at Leslie and I, not after last night. Last night? What the whatever, I fucked up words real bad. Never felt so awkward in my life. We're just going to pretend it didn't happen, or... Richter, what's the matter? Nothing? Nothing, Leslie? Leslie calls out to me with a mouthful of donut, gazing at me cautiously as he chews. Because he loves food. He definitely doesn't seem fazed, that's for sure. You look like a kid who just got caught peeping up a girl's skirts. Really, what's eating you? Don't like the silence, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Nothing, it's nothing, boss. Listen, why don't we get started on work? We need to go over the new findings. He still seems pretty suspicious, but eventually nods. Can't tell if he's playing dumb or he really can't remember. You know, it's probably the latter. Probably. About Eastman. I think we need more information on everything, including him, before we go to the FBI. Blow our cover too early? We'll risk losing We risk losing out on more leads. More potential sources. You should play the smart. Agreed. There's still a lot we don't know. Leslie gazes up thoughtfully at the ceiling, twirling a pen between his sugar-dusted fingers. Is that the Speakeasy his base of operations? How many warehouses does he have? Are there other key players in their business? I'd say we need to send out some agents to figure out the key details. Don't want to rush into anything. Send out agents? Oh yeah, didn't they send out an agent? Oh shit, is he alright? I just remembered. That reminds me. What happened to Earl? The guy I sent to scoop out Speaksy yesterday. I didn't see him come into work today. He didn't call me like he was supposed to. Boss, I need to make a call. I sent Earl out last night. He hasn't come in yet. Oh? Alright, don't let me stop you. I have a bad feeling about this. Reach up for the phone, quickly dial Earl's home number. Ring, ring, ring-a-day ring. No answer. I have a bad feeling about this. I bet anything that his disappearance is related to that Speaksy, Eastman, and the Mafia. No good, huh? Leslie seems to figure it out pretty quickly, because he raises his worried eyebrow at me. I grimly nod. Blah, 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 blah. Damn it. I should have just gone there myself last night. Something happened to Earl then. Well, get some officers and head over there this evening. Boss? Just a quiet investigation at first. See if we can find out anything about Earl. If there is incrimination evidence, then we'll turn it in a full-blown raid. But hopefully, he's just had some cat house this morning hungover. Hopefully, blah, 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 words, complicated. But a cat house is slang for a brothel. It's commonly in the early 20th century. The term cat has been used to describe prostitutes, which is possibly where cat house as the euphemism for brothel comes from. Okay, I had a feeling that's what basically meant. Basically a, I guess, whorehouse? Strip place? I don't know. Something along those lines? Anyways, Leslie gives me a small, reassuring smile. Makes me feel a little better, even though a nervous pit still shifts in my stomach. Tonight it is then. Atta boy, ready to go over some more reports? Ready as I'll ever be. Unless, Leslie falls asleep again. Rest of the day sinks into a blur of paperwork and coffee. Leslie and I... Wait, did I even read that right? Wait. Could just be tired as fuck. What's glossary? Wait. Yeah, this is... Yeah, he said it twice. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not that tired. Leslie and I busy ourselves with our mountain of reports. So, there's not much time for that awkward atmosphere to come back. Considering how he's acting, maybe nothing really ever happened at all. Maybe I just dozed off into the hotel room and had a bittersweet dream. Hello? Richter, hello? Two hands roughly shake my shoulders. Is this Leslie? Or is this someone else? When my eyes struggle open a few seconds later, notice how dark the sky outside is. Oh, we passed the fuck out. Okay. From morning to night. Damn. I know that feeling, just like, wait, it's night? Huh? Wait, what was I? There's only one of us who can sleep for half the day, Richter. Don't try to steal my thunder. Why didn't you wake me up sooner? You were clearly exhausted. Those dark circles under your eyes make you look like a raccoon. It's good. But listen, try to get more sleep at night, okay? I can't rely on an easy partner to have my back after all. Whose fault is that I didn't get any sleep, exactly? Mr. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed over here. After we get our things together, Leslie and I prepare to head out to the Speaksy. Oh my god. Fucking up so much. I'm totally professional. Totally. It's already late. There's been no call from Earl. So something's obviously going on. Richter, wait. As I reach for the door, Leslie suddenly grabs my sleeve. Sleeve? God. I'm too tired to be recording. Tugging me back a little. But last night, I do remember it all, just so you know. This bastard. So all today was just an act. I know, I couldn't pass up that opportunity. Please don't hate me too much. But I just wanted to tell you that, well, I'm sorry. Bite his lip, averting his gaze guiltily. It's the same look he had last night, right after he kissed me. Real well. If you want to, you can agree to pretend it never happened. No, we will remember. God damn it, we will. Things can go back to normal. We'll just be regular friends, partners, junior partner. You know, all the kinds of partners except for that kind of partners. Your else will speak of it again, and we could chalk it up to me being drunk. I mean, you were drunk. You were drunk, Leslie. But I mean, hey. Stupid, most stupid. Leslie loudly clears his throat, fiddling with his tie. Despite his self-effacing joke, oh my god, I could tell he's being serious about this. Our friendship's important to both of us, so it's understandable, but how do I really feel about things? I mean, it seemed we were pretty interested in going further. I'm just saying, Richter. As I was saying from our perspective, I think. It's not a question of liking Leslie, but last night's situation was, well... You were drunk, so I feel guilty. Definitely don't want to yeah! I definitely don't want to forget it. No, boss. I don't want to pretend it didn't happen. Definitely not. Even though I don't know where things will go from here, I know for sure that I like you. You liked kissing me, is what you mean. I thought that was a given. Well, you were really enjoying it. Not that little, or should I say, big surprise between... God damn it! Right, yeah, good talk. Yep, just move along. Leslie snickers at me, at my hasty response, but to his normal smug self. I can tell he's relieved to clear the air between us. I am too. Hey, once we're sure Earl's safe, let's talk about this again, in a more private setting. Does that sound okay? It sounds great, boss. Wait, aren't you the boss, Leslie? Did you just... Before I could finish, Leslie suddenly pulls me into an adoring hug, speaking so hard I could barely breathe. He buries his face against my shoulder, nuzzling against it. How can he make my heart ache so much? I'll never become a hard-boiled detective if I keep getting feelings like this. Sighing affectionately, I curl my eyes around him and squeeze back, enjoying the few moments of warmth we share. Okay. Leslie soon pulls back, taking a deep breath. Then we nod at each other, just like usual, as always. If we hurry, we could get to the bottom of this and have still time to get cannonball before the shop closes. Richter, never told me you could read minds. I try to stay out of yours. Too scared of what I might see. Clever boy. Get out side by side, determined but hopeful, partners we've always been. I have faith in Leslie just like he has faith in me. We'll get the job done together. Take a look. Yep. Welcome, gentlemen. Please enjoy your night. How is this gonna go down? Loud music rushes over me in a wave. A familiar sea of dances, lights, and sparkling glasses. Whew, this place is quite the scene, isn't it? No, probably not. Oh my gosh. You guys like it? Oh my gosh. Anyways, Leslie murmurs at my side as we walk along, glancing around the speak. It's a little less crowded today. Slate must have known we were coming. Oh, blah. We weave our way to the bar, my attention was drawn to a group of familiar figures. Those sketchy guys from the other nights. But it looks like there's more on today. Nudge Leslie's side and jerk my chin in their direction. Follows my subtle gesture, eyes glaring faintly. Exchange no words, but I can tell we're thinking the same thing. Those are Meyer's men. At the bar, Leslie orders us a couple drinks, just to keep up appearance. And hopefully none of one of us is drunk. Again. Got to find some way to ask about Earl. We can't risk it being too obvious about it. Jack finally decided to show up, As her voice calls out, the music I freeze. That's what I think it is, then. It is! I was terribly disappointed last night, Jack. The expensive bottle of whiskey I got for you was my sole conversation partner. Sure enough, Meyer saunters up with his usual sly grin, leaning one arm against the bar. Oh, I see you brought a friend. Meyer turns his attention to Leslie, studying him for a few moments before offering a polite nod. Leslie does the same, sizing the other man up silently, despite their height differences, if I remember correctly. Quickly breaks into a smile of his own. Yeah, height difference. You must be Meyer. Jack was singing your praises. You know, I can really see why. Singing my praises, was he? My gaze meets Meyer's, and he suggestively winks. Great, Leslie, thanks for encouraging him. And who might I have the pleasure of meeting tonight? Leslie, the name. How do you do? Is that necessary? So this is the one who tells us to be cautious that straight up gives him his actual name. God damn it. Wait, he's giving Meyers his real name? Is he planning something? They reach around me to shake hands, and each still wear a confident smirk. How do you do? Would I be correct in assuming you're a public servant like Jack here, Mr. Leslie? You would be very correct. We need through work, actually. I see, very interesting. Is he just... God damn it, Leslie. Well, supposed to be undercover, and he's straight up giving all the information. How things go down, sort of. Giving his actual name, telling him that we work together. God damn it, Leslie. There's something uncomfortable about this atmosphere. What exactly is going on? And you, Meyer, what do you do for work? Curious, you should mention that. I consider myself a public servant as well. Oh, what a coincidence. I had the feeling, really? Second I saw you, I thought to myself, he is a charitable man. Alright, I knew it. You may not believe this, but I had the same reaction. That noble air you have, why, it speaks volumes about you. You strike me as a dutiful sort of fellow, and I expect that. No, something is definitely very wrong. There's no way either of them is being serious. In fact, it almost sounds like... Actually, man, I have a question for you. Is it gonna be straightforward? Pausing for a moment, Leslie glances up at the clock. It's only a quick look, but it seems deliberate. Of course, please go on. Don't happen to see a man around here the other night? Dark, shaggy hair, pointy nose, brown eyes, walks with a slight limp. Meyer brushes a hand, though, his hair eyes slightly drifting to one side. It's very possible. A description sounds quite familiar. But you know, Mr. Leslie, information often comes with a price. At that instant... Oh, cops! Okay, I have a feeling... No, I can't skip this. Okay, but same, right? Seems like I through the parlor after the music cuts off. But the cacophony quickly goes silent. As the officers pull out their guns, the mafia types grab their own pieces, pointing them back at the other. I assume pieces mean guns, firearms, that sort of things. Yep, okay. Leslie, what? Richter, please. Leslie sharply raises a hand at me. I fall quite stunned. This wasn't the plan we discussed. I thought we were supposed to wait for more information. Unless Leslie did this because he thought it'd be too soft on Meyer. I suggest you cooperate with us, Eastman, and give us agents' locations. Meyer doesn't seem nearly as shocked as he should be. How can he be so calm? He had no idea this was going to happen. Did he? Alright, I'll cooperate with you. But please, tell your men to lower their weapons. I'll do the same for mine, and then we can discuss things calmly without threats of accidental bloodshed. Agreed. Leslie hesitates. There's a very strange degree of trust going on here. But I get the sense that neither of them wants it to end in violence. I know Leslie hates hurting anyone, even criminals, and Meyer doesn't seem the type to enjoy it either. Understood. Both of them exchange looks and simultaneously nod at their own men, who slowly, reluctantly lower their guns. The tension in the room eases a little bit, though it's still far from calm cutting. Let me preface by saying your man is safe. He is being held in the back room, properly fed and watered, in fact. He's already gotten to know most of the men. Very likable fellow. Does sound like a role. Guy can get along with just about anyone. Why didn't you capture him then? To use him as bait, naturally. Bait? Man not giving me a slight apologetic smile, although he looks too pleased with himself about it all. You see, about our friend Jack here, showed up the other night. I was struck with an idea. I knew he was a detective before he so much as walked into the door. Your informant's working for me, so I said to have a chat with him. You mean, back there, that was... Don't get me wrong, Richter. I was enjoying every second of it, but I've been looking for a way to work out an agreement with the law in Cleveland for some time. You're a hard-headed sort here, let me tell you. He exhales a breath between his teeth, gently shaking his head. Richter, however, I could tell he was made of something different, not so hell-bent on enforcing false deduct, yet not just the type to be bought either. I was intrigued. So I thought I'd try to work out a deal, till he cruelly decided to leave me hanging, that is. Giving me my name was what you might call a backup plan. I knew he'd put it together soon enough, come back when he did. Capturing your agent now, that was a little more spontaneous, a little foolish, too, more than likely, but it's how I operate. His lips curl in a devilish make-hair smirk, and he shrugs nonchalantly. You really had this all planned from the beginning. Wasn't it a huge risk? Of course, but a calculated one. Meyer casually waves one hand, as if brushing away my disbelief. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I like to make big gambles. Most of the time, they pay off. But I've done my research on your background, your past jobs. I know you wouldn't simply raid my venue without showing a little of your hand first. So you could say the chips landed where I thought they might. It's suddenly all too clear how this man became a mafia leader. He's got the right mixture of planning, risk-taking, and charm, all wrapped up in one dangerous package. Phew! I feel like a man who just got cheated out of his fortune at cards. Leslie rubs his cheek with a hand, blinking rapidly, as if to try and understand everything we just heard. I can't blame him. I knew Meyer was sharp, but I had no idea he'd planned out everything ahead of time. I'll admit, despite the fact that your methods are incredibly questionable, you made me curious. You mentioned a deal, didn't you? What kind of deal are we talking about here? Leslie. To my surprise, Leslie cautiously questions Meyer, one eyebrow slightly raised. I was expecting him to be furious, but instead, he sounds more impressed than anything. I was hoping you'd ask that. Why don't we discuss matters privately on a neutral ground? I'll even let you pick the spot, all this disarmed, with a few of our men waiting outside. A moment, if you don't mind. Leslie grabs my sleeve and pulls me aside a little, leaning up to whisper in my ear. You really trust him enough for this? Not only I'd say it's suicide, but he's Meyer. He's not like any other man I've ever met. It's like talking to the chief of a big corporation, not a mafia leader. Scratches his head, clearly baffled. Can I skip this? No, it's still the same. Okay, that's weird. So I'm pretty sure I read some of this already. It's not like I can blame him. Felt the same way when I first met Meyer the other night. I don't think he means us any harm, boss. He's still a gangster, obviously, but I think he really wants to work out a deal. All this would be way too much trouble otherwise. Honestly, I'd like to hear what he has to say. My thoughts exactly. I think we should hear him out then? After a brief moment of hesitation, I nod. We're playing with fire here, and we both know it. But there's nothing we knew for wait, what? Playing with fire here, and we both know it, but there's nothing new for us. Okay. Oh my gosh, I messed that up so bad. If you don't mind me saying, Mr. Leslie, and gather you have the time to take precautions. Meyer pipes out airily, and we both glance over towards him. Should the two of you not show up in perfect health tomorrow, certain I'll have a big hassle on my hands. That's not what I want, I assure you. You really did the research, didn't you? It's a favorite hobby of mine. So that means you know what size underwear Richter is? Boss? I'm afraid you'll have to barter for that information. Oh, you drive a hot bargain, do you? I like that. I feel like my only ally just switched his colors. Great, just great. After a little more discussion, the three of us settle on a hotel room for our meeting spot. Unfortunate patrons who had to witness all that, well, they're sent home and promise free drinks when they come back. This day and age, that's probably enough to risk being shot. Once that mess is sorted out, the three of us head to the hotel with our respective men. I can't even begin to imagine how tonight will end, but I have to hope for the best. My senior partner. Oh, is it? Oh. 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 So that means, it's not going to end like before. It's just continuing. Okay. Ugh. I hope this isn't the part of where we get shot by the sniper through the window. The restaurants across the street wouldn't let my men inside, unfortunately. Ah, what a relief. The three of us stroll into the hotel room, still followed by the tense air from earlier. Mary and Leslie have been constantly bantering on their way here, but I can tell if it's genuine snideness or the playful kind. Well, no point in wasting time, eh? Let's hear your proposal, Eastman. We're listening. Of course, I'm sure both of you are exceptionally busy men. We shift into a fairly close circle, close enough that we don't risk our voices. Carrying too far. Okay. Thank you, Google, for notifying me. Leslie stands nearer to my side than Meyer, most protective in his stance. If I have to choose between these two, I think I'm just gonna pick Leslie. Because so far, I think I've enjoyed his more than Meyer. But yeah, I'm just saying, if we happen to get to but it's strange because I think we have one more CG left, so I'm curious if somehow we end up in a three-way. Just saying. Leslie stands near to my side. Yeah, I just sort of don't know what he thinks he could do. If worst comes to worst, I guess I could pick him up to use as a battering ram. Okay. I assume you are already aware of my influence in our city, control I have over large amounts of businesses. But I'm not without competition. There are a number of smaller, persistent groups that, well, less organized, are still significant. As a result of my extensive network, I'm very familiar with the movements of these various outfits and their leaders across Cleveland. In English, that means you know what the other gangs are up to, right? Precisely, Richter. He looks at me almost impeccably, like I've finally been in on some inside joke. I promise that I offer a steady stream of that information to you. More than enough to fill reports for the FBI. Surely, at least for the time being. You'll discover a new warehouse to raid every other week, one that coincidentally belongs to a different organization than my own. Funny thing, how coincidences like that happen. Leslie quibbed dryly, glancing between Meyer and me. His gaze stays locked with mine for several seconds, one eyebrow raised in what do you make of this so far kind of way? So what would you be wanting in exchange? A level of discretion on your part that will allow me to carry on with my businesses. Meyer murmurs his terms rather naturally, blowing on his nails and polishing them nonchalantly on his collar. I'll see to it that my men keep their noses clean, after all. I'm interested in providing alcohol to customers, not filling the streets with the bodies of my enemies. I mean, I guess providing alcohol would probably be the worst, or not the worst, the least worst possible thing to do, right? To just avoid. Because, I mean, it's alcohol, right? I know it was like a big thing in the past, or in the time. Not sure how much of a big deal it was, exactly. Because I don't know too much about history. Or at least I forgot a lot about it. Very poetic. There is certainly more where that came from. He doesn't even make eye contact, innocently gazing in another direction. But his tone is tensing enough to get the message across. Leslie narrows his eyes a little at Meyer. Is he trying to read him, or has he already made up his mind? Believe me, I don't doubt that a part of this conflict, with your sense of justice as detectives, after speaking with Richter, I wouldn't expect anything less. But you're both logical, practical men. Try to view the situation through a more objective lens. There's a short pause, but an important one. My mind flashes back to my conversation with Leslie. Doubts and guilt over what we're doing. If you took me to jail right now, by some miracle, managed to convict me, someone else will only step up to take my place. This war on liquor will never really end. It should never have existed to begin with. All that succeeded in doing was creating a different sort of industry, a more dangerous one. With all that in mind, his dark his dark green eyes flick from me to Leslie and back to me. Why not compromise and make your employers happy in exchange for making the American people happy? He tries to heart bargain. Once he finishes speaking, a longer silence falls over the room. Leslie rubs at his shoulder with one hand, staring at the floor with a deep, brooding expression, and I fall into my own complicated thoughts. I've always wanted to control crime, abolish the law, and fall asleep with a clean conscience every night. But when it comes to prohibition, that same question keeps resurfacing in my head. Is enforcing law really that right thing to do? Should we follow federal orders like mindless slaves, or should we make our own judgments in cases like this? I still glance up at Meyer. He returns my gaze with a gentle, calm smile, eyes glimmering curiously. Richter. Leslie turns to face me, his features carefully compromised in an unusual neutral mask. Any thoughts? Do I make a choice? Deciding to let my apparently crippling honesty speak for me, take a deep breath. I don't think prohibition is meant to last. I take pride in my job, but I get nothing out of enforcing Volstead's middle finger to America. Snatching away hooch just to suit the feds' fancy, that doesn't sit right with me. And as for Meyer, I think he's right, boss. With him or without him, liquor business here will keep going. I'd rather someone like Meyer run it than some crew of out for blood as much as profit. True. Richter, I think, is in the right mindset here. Because, I mean, crime will always happen. There's never going to be peace. You could just minimize it, if anything. So, Leslie chews on his lip. He's weaving on the brink of deciding something, but I can't tell which way he's leaning. Whatever decision you make, boss, I'll stand behind it. You can count on me. Or on that. Whatever. Same thing. No, Richter. That's why you're my partner. After a lengthy pause, Leslie finally breaks into a faint smile, turning his gaze from me to Meyer. Do we have a deal? Listen, I can't promise the deal will hold forever, Meyer. There's always a risk that someone will find out, or will get moved onto a different case. I'm well aware. So few good things last forever. That's more reason to enjoy them while they last, isn't it? I'll drink that. All right. He suddenly takes a deep, sharp breath, eye flashing. Damn it! It sure feels good to spit in glistered eyes on son of a bitch. Okay. You and me both, Fries. What the fuck? And grabs Meyer's hand firmly, shaking it with pure determination. In fact, he seemed so convicted that I have to wonder how hard that decision really was for him. Not just pausing for dramatic effect back then, was he? You know, my sister got married last week. The receptionist was completely dry. Not a drop of booze in sight. Have you ever had to sit through 15 wedding speeches completely sober? I've never prayed so hard for the rapture in my life. Well then, I think these two are gonna get along just fine. As his hands pumped up and down by enthusiastic Leslie, Meyer breaks into a delightful laughter. Meyer, the first time I've ever heard him be so loud. Whether it's for amusement or relief, though, I can't really tell. Well, this is cause for celebration, gentlemen. Wouldn't you agree? Booze? Meyer steps over to the door, lightly knocking 4 times. I assume that's code for bring in booze? A few seconds later, it opens slightly. Someone discreetly hands him a bottle and several wine glasses. Damn, he was prepared! Is that... Let them bring it here? Isn't that a bit presumptuous? I only make bets I'm confident in. Then why the fuck were you surprised? I had a feeling we're going to get along just fine. They exchanged playful glances, and then their eyes slide over to me. Why do I suddenly feel like a rabbit spotted by a pair of lions? Hey, what are you? Before I know it, the other two have taken my arms, pulling me over to the front of the bed. Oh, okay. Like they're operating on some new unspoken pact. They sound me between them before I can even finish my protest. Shall we toast to the second success of our new partnership? Don't mind if I do. You're a true gentleman after all, Meyer. Goddamn. They're getting along quite well, it seems. Did not take long. Leslie holds out his glass and Meyer casually reaches over me to pour. And of course, we shouldn't forget the wonderful little detective who brought us together, should we? Well, it's really nothing so hard to transition between all. I humbly nominate him as an ambassador, a key component to our making sure our agreement runs smoothly. That's actually not a bad idea. He can't tell a lie to save his life, so it's better for him than undercover work. That's for sure. I didn't agree to this, did I? Hello? Agree, Richter? Please. You're merely continuing the role you already have. You heard the man, Richter. Ambassador is a great sounding title too. I'm jealous. Very funny, fellas. You're really right. Well, sounds like they're gonna have a night. As I grumbled to myself, I'm watching deep, rubby liquid flow into Leslie's glass. My mind begins to picture how other ordeals like this will take place while Prohibition goes on. This array changed our country forever, changed us as Americans forever, though I doubt we'll understand the full scale of it for many, many years. When I think about it, all the detectives and officers who will one day reach the same conclusion as us, I have to wonder, just how much longer will this dry America last? I think it's perfectly fair to keep him 4 days a week with me. Oh, wait a second. Are they sharing him? 4 days? You greedy bastard. Trying to monopolize him, eh? Tune back into a good-natured agreement. One that seems to be about... what if we shared him for 1 day? Surely a reasonable man like yourself would agree to that, Leslie. Sharing him for a day? Eh? You know, I think that can be arranged. The hell kind of conversation are you... Never mind. So was that it? That was... yeah, interesting. So, can I just, like, assume it becomes their way? Just saying. Could just be me. Prohibition, 1920 to 1933. A noble experiment of your dry delight. So, I guess that was it. Unless there's something after the end or credits, I'm unsure, but I mean... yeah, this was a very short game, I was surprised, so... sorry I kinda dragged this series out. It's a very short game though, but... yeah, I mean... pretty simple. It's just a small visual novel game that's free on Steam, if I ever remembered mentioning that early on. But yeah. Thank you, Argent Games, for giving up this game. No man is an island, entire of itself. Man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. Fuck it. God damn it. But John Doe, Done? That could just be being Japanese like that. Oh, goddamn it. Whatever. English words. Fuck it. Difficult. So that's... Yeah, that was it. That was your Dry Delight. That was it, yeah. So anyways, yeah. So, like, I mean, yeah. Guess I should talk about the game. I mean, I love Argent games. Games? They make really good games. I still need to get around to playing their other game that they gave me a while ago. I've just sort of been busy as fuck doing other things. So Argent games are watching. I'm sorry! They even released, I guess, an add-on or thing to it called Hollywood? What was it called, though? Oh, let me bring up Steam for a second. Because unless they bring out another game that, like... yeah, I get to record that next. But yeah, other than that, if they not release another game, they're not going to release another game for some time for me to get around to recording their other game. But it's like at the back of my mind. God damn. Yeah, Red Embrace released this thing called Red Embrace Hollywood, which I think, from what I remember from seeing a bunch of screenshots, you can customize yourself. It's like a vampire of the night in some city. I don't know if that's... But, yeah. Like, I'll probably play the game anyways at some point, because I like how Argent Game makes their stories very interesting. Because there's always like, what the fuck is going on? How are things gonna play out? Find out next time, because I suck at getting videos done. But yeah, as far as I know with Red Embrace, it's about vampires. And I enjoyed their last game Tessa played, which was about solving a bunch of different mysteries of crime. And with this, it was just, in some ways chill, but just sort of the, hey, sort of figure out who Eastman is, who is writing shit, and yeah, and then have a good old drink. I mean, it was a very simple game. It's a simple story. I don't know. It was a simple mystery investigation type of story, I guess is what I'm trying to put. I suck at describing things. Try to give a good word for stuff, but I mean, yeah. And if anything, I don't know. I really like Leslie. He's funny. Like, Eastman, it's like a cool, chill type of dude. Runs business all nonchalantly. If I said that word right, goddamn. But I mean, I don't know. I like the funny men. Yeah, so I guess that was Dry Delight by Ardent Games. If you want to play the game yourself, just go to Steam. It's one of the free games that you buy. It's there. Go download it. But I mean, if you watch it all the way through, I mean, it's probably no point, please. Because I mean, it's 3 CGs, not a whole lot to go see. But yeah. So until then, until we play Red Embrace or some other game, or again some other game, Argent games or whatever. I don't know. If you enjoyed the series, I don't know, click the like button or tell me in the comments below how much you enjoyed this game. So I'd like to know if you also enjoy Argent games. That sounds a weird saying. But yeah, I don't know. Click the like button if you enjoyed this. If you want to see more of anything I do, if I end up playing some other Argent games. God damn it. I don't know, go subscribe and be notified, and you'll find out at some point if YouTube wants to be cooperative with telling you. And I mean, yeah, just kind of things say in the comments below. Tell me actually, between Eastman and Leslie, which of the two was your favorite of the routes? Because I don't know. I really like Leslie because he was a funny, loved food, and it was a sleepy, liked to sleep. I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. He's funny. But yeah. Till then, I will see you guys in the next video, comrades. And have a good day, y'all. I'm tired. This is probably also long, so I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, goodbye.